Did you know that the average person changes jobs 12 times during their career? With each new job application comes the inevitable interviews, and with those, the question we all know is coming: tell me about yourself. It sounds simple, right? But here's the catch: this question can make or break your interview before you even really get started. It's your first impression, your moment to shine, and yet, so many of us fumble through it. In the next few chapters, we're going to transform how you approach this question. Forget about rambling introductions or freezing up. We'll guide you through crafting an engaging, concise elevator pitch that highlights your strengths, experiences, and what you bring to the table. From weaving in your professional background to tying in your personal interests in a way that resonates with your interviewer, we've got you covered. And it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. We'll dive into the common pitfalls to avoid, how to practice your delivery for that perfect tone, and the secrets to customizing your answer for any job interview. By the end, you'll have a tell me about yourself response so compelling, interviewers can't help but want to know more. Ready to make your first impression your best one yet? Let's get started. Chapter 1, Introduction to Tell Me About Yourself. When you're sitting across from your interviewer, and they hit you with "tell me about yourself," it's not just a casual conversation starter. Far from it. This question is a golden opportunity, a platform to steer the interview in your favor right from the get-go. Why do interviewers ask this? They're looking to get a snapshot of who you are, both professionally and personally, in your own words. It's your moment to showcase your communication skills and succinctly highlight what makes you the ideal candidate for the job. A common misconception about this question is that the interviewer wants to hear your life story. Spoiler alert, they don't. What they are looking for is a brief, engaging narrative that outlines your professional journey, highlights your accomplishments, and gives a hint of your personality. It's like the trailer to the movie that is you, revealing enough to intrigue but leaving them wanting more. Chapter 2, Crafting Your Elevator Pitch. Creating your elevator pitch is akin to writing a short, impactful story about your professional self. The structure is simple, but it's crucial to get it right. Begin with a quick overview of your professional background. This isn't the time for modesty. If you've got significant achievements or have worked with notable companies, this is where you mention them. But remember, the key is relevance. Connect your past experiences to how they've prepared you for this specific role. Include key elements like your educational background if it's particularly relevant or impressive. Talk about what you've been working on recently, emphasizing skills and experiences that align with the job you're interviewing for. It's not just about what you've done, though, it's about who you are. Sprinkle in some personal details that relate to your professional persona. Are you a marathon runner who's as dedicated in the office as on the track? That's worth mentioning. Your elevator pitch should end with a forward-looking statement. Express enthusiasm about the opportunity to bring your skills and experiences to the team, hinting at how you see yourself contributing and growing with the company. This isn't just about summarizing your resume, it's about constructing a narrative that positions you as the solution to the hiring manager's problem. Chapter 3, Highlighting Your Professional Background. When it comes to illuminating your professional background, think of yourself as a curator rather than a chronicler. You're not listing every job you've ever had, you're selecting key moments that tell a story of growth and success. Start with your most recent role, offering a snapshot of your responsibilities and achievements. But here's the trick: tailor this overview to the job you're applying for. Highlight the experiences and skills that are most relevant to the position. Use numbers and stats to make your achievements tangible. Did you boost sales by 30% or lead a team that delivered a project 2 weeks ahead of schedule? These specifics add credibility and give the interviewer a clear picture of your capabilities. But professional growth isn't just about climbing the career ladder, it's also about learning and development. Share an example of a challenge you faced and how you overcame it, focusing on the skills and knowledge you gained in the process. Chapter 4, Showcasing Your Skills and Strengths. Your skills and strengths are the core of what you bring to the table, so highlight them with confidence and clarity. Start by reviewing the job description and identify the skills that are most emphasized. These are the ones you want to showcase, using specific examples from your professional background to demonstrate your proficiency. Let's say the job requires strong problem-solving skills. Share a story about a time when you identified a potential issue and implemented a solution that saved the day. Make sure to illustrate the impact of your actions, whether it was increased efficiency, reduced costs, or improved customer satisfaction. This approach shows that you're not just claiming to have certain skills, you're proving it. Remember, skills can be technical, like proficiency in specific software, or soft, like leadership or communication. Don't underestimate the power of soft skills. In many cases, They're just as important as technical expertise. Share an example of how you led a team through a difficult project or how your communication skills facilitated a crucial negotiation. Chapter 5: Incorporating your personal interests. Diving into personal interests during an interview can feel like walking a tightrope. You want to be relatable and show your human side, but how do you do that without veering off course? The secret lies in choosing personal interests that complement your professional image or demonstrate transferable skills. For instance, if you're an avid chess player, you can talk about how it has honed your strategic thinking and decision-making skills, qualities that are invaluable in any workplace. But remember, relevance is key. If you're applying for a role in a team-oriented environment, mentioning team sports or community activities can underscore your ability to work well with others. On the flip side, solo hobbies like reading or painting can highlight your independence and creativity. The goal is to weave these interests into your narrative in a way that enriches the picture you're painting of yourself, not distracts from it. When discussing personal interests, it's also crucial to gauge the interviewer's reaction. If they seem intrigued, you might expand a bit more, sharing a brief, engaging story related to your hobby. However, if their response is neutral or disinterested, it's wise to pivot back to more directly relevant topics. Balancing professional and personal aspects in your answer demonstrates your ability to understand and adapt to social cues, a subtle but powerful skill in any career. Chapter 6: Concluding with your career goals. Wrapping up your introduction with a glimpse into your career goals can leave a lasting impression. It's an opportunity to show that you're not just looking for any job, but that you're invested in a career path that aligns with the company's trajectory. Start by briefly outlining your short-term goals, ensuring they're relevant to the position and company you're interviewing with. For example, if you're applying to a tech startup, you might express your desire to be part of a dynamic team that's at the forefront of innovation. Then, smoothly transition to your long-term aspirations, demonstrating your ambition and commitment to professional growth. However, it's crucial to strike a balance between ambition and realism. Your goals should be aspirational yet achievable within the context of the company and industry. Conveying a clear vision for your future not only shows that you're goal-oriented but also that you've thought deeply about how this role fits into your career plans. Concluding with your career goals does more than just bookend your introduction. It ties all the previous elements together into a cohesive narrative. It signals to the interviewer that you're not just a collection of past experiences and skills but a forward-thinking individual with a clear direction. This forward-looking perspective can set you apart as a candidate who's not only prepared for the role at hand but also poised for future contributions and growth within the company. Chapter 7: Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Navigating the "tell me about yourself" question can sometimes feel like dodging obstacles in a video game. You're aiming for that perfect run, but there are common pitfalls you need to avoid. One major trap is oversharing personal information. It's great to be open, but remember, this isn't a therapy session or a coffee date with a friend. Keep your focus on what's relevant to the job and the company. Sharing too much about your personal life can sidetrack the conversation and leave a less than professional impression. Another pitfall is veering off topic. It's easy to get lost in the details of your story, especially if you're nervous. To stay on course, think of your answer as a well-organized presentation, not a stream of consciousness. Each piece of information should serve a purpose and lead logically to the next. Before the interview, practice your answer to keep it concise and focused. Remember, your goal is to engage the interviewer, not overwhelm them with information. To dodge these pitfalls, keep your answer structured and relevant. Start by practicing your pitch until it feels natural but not memorized. You want to sound confident and spontaneous, not robotic. It's also helpful to have a few bullet points in mind that you definitely want to cover. This way, even if nerves kick in, you won't forget to mention key achievements or skills. Chapter 8: Practicing your delivery. Your content might be stellar, but delivery can make or break your answer to "tell me about yourself." Nonverbal cues play a huge role here. Maintain eye contact to convey confidence. Pay attention to your tone of voice. You want to sound enthusiastic, not monotone or overly rehearsed. Remember to smile. It makes you appear friendly and approachable, qualities every employer values. Practicing your delivery goes beyond rehearsing in front of a mirror, although that's a great start. Record yourself if possible, and pay attention to your pacing, clarity, and tone. Are you speaking too fast? Are some words getting lost? Adjust accordingly. Another effective strategy is to practice with a friend or mentor who can provide constructive feedback. They might notice things you don't, like filler words or gestures that could be distracting. It's also essential to adapt your delivery based on the medium of the interview. If it's a video call, Make sure you're well lit, and the camera is at eye level. This setup helps maintain eye contact and engagement. For in-person interviews, be mindful of your posture. Sit up straight but relaxed, and resist the urge to fidget. Every aspect of your delivery contributes to the overall impression you make. Chapter 9, Customizing your answer for different interviews. Just as no two jobs are the same, no two interviews will be identical. Tailoring your tell me about yourself answer to the specific role and company is a strategy that can significantly boost your impact. Start by researching the company's culture, values, and mission. If the organization prides itself on innovation, weave in examples of how you've been innovative in past roles. If teamwork is a core value, highlight your collaborative skills and team achievements. Understanding the nuances of the job description is also crucial. Identify the key skills and experiences the employer is looking for and make sure these are front and center in your introduction. If the job calls for a strong leader, share a succinct story that showcases your leadership and impact. Tailoring your response demonstrates that you're not just looking for any job, you're interested in this job, at this company. Another aspect of customization involves adapting your answer based on the interviewer's background. If you're speaking with a technical manager, they might appreciate more detail about your technical skills and projects. On the other hand, a conversation with an HR professional might call for a broader overview, focusing on soft skills and company fit. Flexibility and adaptability are key. Your core message remains the same, but the emphasis shifts depending on the audience. Chapter 10, Real-Life Examples and Analysis. To wrap everything up, let's dissect a few real-life examples of effective tell me about yourself answers. Imagine a candidate for a marketing position starts by mentioning their recent role where they increased their company's social media engagement by 50% over 6 months. They then link this achievement to their passion for storytelling and digital communication, which they've cultivated not only in professional settings but also as a hobby through their personal blog. Another example could be a software developer who begins with their latest project, developing a mobile app that simplified online shopping for thousands of users. They talk about their journey from learning coding basics to leading a small team on this project, emphasizing their growth mindset and passion for creating user-friendly solutions. They conclude by expressing their excitement about bringing their skills to a new team, eager to tackle even bigger challenges. These examples work because they're concise, relevant, and highlight the candidate's achievements and skills in a way that directly aligns with the job they're applying for. They demonstrate not only the candidate's qualifications but also their enthusiasm for their work and the potential job. It's this combination of past achievements, current skills, and future potential that makes for a compelling introduction.